Hello, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and this is the 134th video of my Fallout 76 Surveyal series, and this is Transmission Station 1AT-U03. Taking a look at the map, we're right up here, the northwestern corner of the forest. We've actually been here once before for a Surveyal video, and we've also been here for the, was it Wastelanders? No, it was the Steel Dawn quest line that brought us here. Last time we were here for the Surveyal video, this was not an Enclave site, or at least it was not yet revealed to be an Enclave site. So there was like a little story inside this thing where it was like a family had shown up here and tried to take shelter after the bombs. But anyway, we're going to take a little look around here on the outside. I'm going to take a look on the inside, show you the notes and things like that. And along with that, we're going to get a full list of all the junk here. And there's an enormous amount of junk here. So let's take a look out back. And here's the, well, obviously there's definitely some big changes around the front, but here is where we really get the sign that this is the Enclave right here. Someone wearing an Enclave forest uniform, and along with that, it even says Enclave Corpse. If we come back out here, we get the first interesting little thing here, which is the gold bar in the toilet right next to a clean ranger hat. Anyway, let's head back around and let's go inside. So, this works because I'm a general in the Enclave. I don't know if that's required or not. I think there's another way in if you're not. But regardless, we take a look around in here, and you can see that they've added more Enclave stuff. These screens here, for example, and along with that we've got this American flag that's really weirdly lit. Like, looks like it's like outside with the sun shining on it while it's inside. Anyway, let's go ahead and access the facility. Okay. Something I forgot to mention when we, this is a little odd. Does that work? Yes, okay. Something I forgot to mention when we first showed up here. Enemies you're going to find here. Right outside you're going to find molerats upstairs. Along with that down here you're going to find SODUS. Well, that's the enemy right here. And she's kind of a benign enemy for a while until she becomes much more malevolent over time. And that's really only during the quest. In fact, I don't know if you have to be doing the quest to access this place for the first time or not. But you can access it afterwards regardless. So the other enemies you're going to find here, there's basically one of each of these. A Mothman, a tick, a bloat fly, a blood bug, a Wendigo, a cave cricket, a mole miner, an ant, a rad rat, a Deathclaw, and a whole bunch of Scorched. Along with that, there is an Enclave security bot as well. So those are the things we're going to witness in here. In terms of plants and gatherable nodes, you can find wood piles, logs, and Mothman eggs here. So we'll take a look at that stuff here in just a minute. Let's see if we can even talk to SODUS anymore. No, it doesn't even show up. Which makes sense, because I think we effectively killed her off when we first showed up here in the quest. So we'll take a look around the lobby here. Just some seating areas. This place fell apart because of SODUS, and because of some changes that were made to SODUS. SODUS was the original version of Modus, who operates the Enclave bunker. SODUS means single operative, though, and not instead of the multi-operative. So basically, she was able to do one thing at a time, which meant that she was incredibly slow compared to Modus. So let's head around here. Another little sitting area with a little coffee bar. This door you can't get through initially, but you will be able to get through that later. Now, I also can get through this door here, but we'll save that for the end. But yeah, if you check that out, my hand works there. But again, that's only going to work if you've done the quest all the way through. So, you can either walk through this, and let me actually change my armor because I realize I'm wearing that turkey suit. Okay. So, this right here spews radiation, so it can hurt you if you are not nearly immune to that like I am while I'm wearing the Chinese stealth armor. We've got some dead Enclave members here. Let's come around in here, and you can either use the terminal or the door. Either way, I've got the ability to unlock them automatically thanks to my legendary perks. Coming in here, got just a small office here, a little security office, and there's a note right here, decontamination note. Enclave Research Division. This is ridiculous. I don't know why we need this station manned 24 hours a day. The only people that come through here anymore are the scouts. They know the deal. They return, I put in the task to fire up the decontamination showers, they wait. I can't help it if SODUS says that there's a 3-hour queue. Doesn't stop them from giving me crap every single time. Okay, so yeah, like I said, SODUS only one thing at a time. Took her a long time to get around to the most minor tasks. Okay, so let's head back through here. And let's go down these stairs. And here we are in the lab full of poison gas. I am wearing a mask right now, but I don't know if it actually affects you or not. In terms of junk, like I said before, I'm going to give you the full list at the end, but know that there are 10 microscopes here in this place, so it is excellent for fiber optics. So we'll come through here. We got Mirelurk King right there. Got a molerat brood mother, a Yawguai, and that's another thing to mention. There are 3 animals here where if you need what they have, you can come by and get it at any point. Those 3 animals are a Radstag, a Yawguai, and a Brahmin. In this case, again, you can loot this thing as though it's just a Brahmin that you just killed. It has all the exact loot on it. Coming around here, another microscope there, like I said. 10 of those here. So let's keep going around. Okay, and we got this terminal here that again opens this. Okay, and then we can come over here to where they've got a little autopsy lab going on. So cave cricket and the Radstag. This is the Radstag that you can use to get the Radstag meat and hide. It's not rotting or anything like that. Coming around here, this goes back out in this area. And if we come over here, we can see that they've got a couple of Mirelurk spawn in these tanks. And then if we open this, we can see down into the incinerator room. And we'll see that in a minute here. Okay, so now I'm going to crouch because this is the lair of the Mothman. I'm going to take care of this real quick and we'll continue. Okay, that was much faster than usual. And he's gone. Now, you can loot him for some stuff that gives you Ballistic Fiber and something else. I can't remember what exactly. Let's see. Ballistic Fiber scrap and Torn Mothman wing and neurotoxic dust and waste oil. I think that the neurotoxic dust becomes waste oil. Let's see real quick. There we go. Neurotoxic dust. Yep, it's oil. And then if you look at the Torn Mothman wing, Ballistic Fiber as well. It has acid, but that's a more common thing. Ballistic Fiber is typically one of those materials I'm always hunting for, so... I mean, I've got a good source on it, but anytime I find it, I'm definitely going to loot it. Now, down here, we've got a Gulper, and a Wendigo, and another Wendigo right there. Another Wendigo, and another Wendigo. They were really interested in Wendigos. The Enclave here were supposed to be studying the local wildlife, and they took that job very seriously, and they actually did bring back a lot of samples before they eventually were brought down by SODUS. Back here is that incinerator room I was pointing out earlier. They've got these big furnaces on the sides. You can see that they were a bit behind in terms of throwing these corpses into the incinerators. Right here, though, we do have that Brahmin I was talking about. Again, typically when you find these things, it's going to have spoiled meat on it. Not this one, Brahmin hide, Brahmin meat. So if you need those things, you can come by here and get that. I mean, there's plenty of those over in Flatwoods, but if you don't feel like killing a cow, you can come grab meat and a hide from one that's already dead. Okay, actually, instead of going into that, we're going to go up and around. Okay, through that window, that's again the lab that's full of gas. This was once the Mothman's cell. And there are some of the Mothman eggs on the ground I was talking about, so if you need Mothman eggs, you can come by here. Of course, Point Pleasant has plenty of those, so... Okay, right here, lab console. All data contained herein is property of the Enclave Research Division. Any unauthorized duplication, modification, or transmission is strictly prohibited. Subject Z01. Data corrupted. Z02. Sample retrieved from a lagoon west of the Thunder Mountain Power Plant. Appears to be a descendant of the humble salamander. That sounds like a gulper. Subject Z03. 5 samples retrieved from the Monongah area. Appear to be of human origin. However, tests show the presence of DNA from multiple different individuals in each subject. This is Wendigos. While attempting to retrieve the subjects, 2 scouts were killed in action. Could prove to be useful as a weapon if we can figure out how to control them. So I think this might be something that's left over from the Gourmands, because it says near Monongah. The Gourmands were near Monongah. The leader of the Gourmands became a Wendigo. It's possible that these guys became Wendigos as well. Okay, subject 04. Eggs retrieved from an area surrounding Harper's Ferry appear to be of amphibian origin. Attempts to incubate have been unsuccessful. So that right there is talking about those rad-toad eggs that they have. Z05. Error, data redacted. Destroy subjects immediately. So that is referring to something that we're going to see here in a minute. And so that was Z01 through Z05. If we come over here, you can see that this is Z01. This was the one where the information was destroyed, but we can clearly see that this was the Mothman's container right here. If we drop down here, we can actually start looking for the tags on these things. Where are they? I know they're on here somewhere. Or at least I think they are. That's the Gulper that they were talking about. The Wendigos, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Z03. And Z03 as well. Is that on here anywhere? Should be Z02. I don't know. Anyway, we can now go through this door. Okay, and this is Z04, so this is the Rad Toad eggs. And Z05 is over here through this door, and it said terminate the subjects immediately. And if we look in here, you can see the boots of aliens, and these are aliens that we've seen in Fallout 4 and in Fallout 3 and the Mothership Zeta DLC. And you can just barely make them out. It's very difficult to really see them well. Let's see if I can see it through a scope here. That's one of their heads right there, and you can see the little antenna coming up with its backpack. You can tell that they burned these aliens from the fact that there are gas canisters here. Well, at least I thought there were. Yeah, there's the other one. And a lighter. And you can see the charring on the door here. So they actually lit these aliens on fire and burned them alive. Bit disturbing. Anyway, we can also see that they are potentially performing some sort of autopsy on one of them here, from whatever this goo is. So then let's head back upstairs over here. Okay, dead Brahmin. And this one, no, this one doesn't actually have any loot on it. I thought this one had the typical spoiled stuff, but no. So, again, there's the computer we were looking at before. There's the Mothman's room. So, now that we're reoriented, let's go through here. Another microscope right there. Okay, a little bit of storage here. And then we come over here, little coffee break area. I'm going to go ahead and go through here, and we're going to have to kill some more enemies. So, just pay attention to what they are, though. This happens during the quest and whenever you pop in, regardless of the fact that it really should only happen when SODUS is still alive. Blood bug down there. Note that they're also scorched. Where are the other ones? Let's kill the blood bug. Okay. Now that the blood bug's down, we should be dealing with at least a Wendigo, a bloat fly, and something else. I can't remember what the something else is. Where are y'all? This is a bit odd. We can come in here. You can see these cells. Pretty inhumane conditions. Okay, so that opened those. And you can see that there are petrified corpses in there. They had Scorched in there. You can also open this door. And again, like I said, petrified corpses. And the wall's broken out, so you can actually go out to the other side that way as well. I really thought we'd be facing... I mean, the last time I was here there were... I don't know why there aren't more enemies here. Anyway, but yeah, you can see that they've got like a feeder and a watering system here, so this was definitely made for animals, but you can definitely find some humanoid prisoners here too, which is pretty awful. Okay, back in here, just nothing to see there for some reason. Again, there should be more enemies here, and I don't know why there aren't. Okay, we got a dead wolf here, again scorched. We got a dead member of the Enclave right there, and some ammo. I'll grab that. Charging laser rifle, another Enclave member. Not sure why they're in these rooms, but regardless, I think that we've searched everything here. Yeah. Oh, there's the Wendigo. For some reason, he hasn't popped out through the wall. He seems to be stuck in the wall. Okay, well, whatever. He seems to know where we are, though, so that's unfortunate. Anyway, let's go through here. Okay, so we got another little habitat here. This apparently was for beavers. At least that'd be my guess. From the trees in there. Now we can also grab the Deathclaw egg and the Mirelurk egg out of these things. You just have to approach them from the side. So if you need those, you can come get those from that. Last time I was here, the Deathclaw egg wasn't actually here. It was just the Mirelurk egg. So I guess they have different eggs spawned in them. Or at least, you know, they're not always gonna show up. So got that stim pack. Okay. Another little lab table here, some consoles. We come over here, they've got another autopsy table with a dead Snallygaster on it. Now we get a little bit of interesting lore here from this note right here. Snallygaster. What in the unholy crap is this thing? Every single test we've run has come back inconclusive. If this is what the world is like up top now, I think I'll just stay down here. So, the weird thing about this is that Westech created these things at their Huntersville location. Now, I guess we know that... So Thomas Eckhart, the head of the White Spring Enclave, definitely knew about things like the Snallygaster. He was actually behind the whole Huntersville West Tech facility. He knew about the FEV experiments and everything like that, but the lower level people didn't, and these people had no concept of what a Snallygaster even was. It's just interesting because you can see how compartmentalized the information was within groups like the Enclave. Anyway, though, we've got a little lab table here. This digested goo can be converted into 4 pieces of adhesive if you want to do that. For some reason, it doesn't break down immediately, so you can carry it around. You can try to scrap everything, and it'll just hang around in your inventory. I don't know if it's used for something else as well, but another microscope there as well, by the way. Okay. Okay, so let's come through here. Gonna be more enemies in here, I think. Well, there should be, at least. Okay, I don't... Well, there's the ant. Okay, and I think I hear the mole miner running around. Yep. Man, this mole miner's taking a beating. There's the rad rat. Again, all scorched. That's all part of the story of what happened here. See anything in here other than the petrified corpses that we saw from the other side? No. Nothing in here. We'll take a look at the rest of this room in a minute, but for now, let's head upstairs here. Okay. Nothing in there. There's that dead wolf. This door is open. Looks like something was maybe burned here. There's the cave cricket. Again, scorched. Not sure why it wasn't coming out of the floor. If we come in here, I think this is where the mole miner was, if I remember correctly. Either that or on the floor below, and this one. I can't remember why I think that's the case, but I think that's the case. Maybe it came out of there at some point and I saw it happen. I don't know. Anyway, holding cell console. Oh, or it might be on this. All data contained herein. We read that kind of thing before. Okay, so from August 31st, 2084, task 39843, prepare subject in cell B03 for examination. From August 31st, 2084, cancel that task. I'll just do it myself again because like it had been an hour and 36 minutes and nothing had happened. So he was like, you know what? I'll just, yeah. Anyway, January 9th of 2084. Actually, no. September 1st of 2084. Exterminate subject in cell A05. September 2nd, 2084. Data not found. September 2nd of 2084. Emergency lockdown in cell block B. And then September 2nd, 2084. No data found. Okay, so something crazy happened in the middle of the night here. If we come over here, there's some more equipment with a beaver inside of it. And then right over here, they've set up another little habitat with some beavers inside of it. So it looks like they were trying to observe them in this little habitat. A couple more microscopes there. And then we got a dead chicken or something in here. Whatever that thing is. Surgical trays all over the place. Always a nice piece of junk. Let's come through here. Okay, this is one of the more interesting areas in terms of appearances. Got a lab coat in there. Some more just junk around the walls in terms of storage area and stuff like that. There's a note right here. Mole miners. Enclave Research Division, subject B06. I almost pity this one. The scouts recovered 2 of them from Welch. We suspect they were once the residents. They do appear to have a moderate amount of intelligence. However, upon the removal of the respiration device on one of the subjects, it suffocated almost immediately. For the subject study may be worthwhile. I really hope we learn a lot more about the mole miners in the future. And there was actually another note back there in that other room. I'm sneaking around because I'm afraid that Wendigo is going to come after me at some point. Terminals aren't safe. I don't think it's safe to leave each other's notes on our terminals anymore. Remember how I was telling you I was going to find us something special in the supply room last night? Well, I went to go get it, but my access has been revoked. Better just stick to pen and paper from now on. JJ. So yeah, SODUS was reading their terminals and was trying to find ways to kill them, so... Anyway, though, coming back in here, we got a couple cells where something horrible appears to have happened from the amount of blood that's on the floor in there. If we come over here, we can see where they were studying mole miners, or not mole miners, mirelurks, mirelurk hunters, and you can see another mirelurk in there. And they've got really kind of interesting diagrams here of the different bugs. So you've got like the bloat fly, the blood bug, the giant ticks. Okay, and then we have more information here on the Marlark Hunter. Anyway, though, let's head out this way. Okay, I'm going to sneak again. We got creeper vines. These are something from the mire. And there's the Deathclaw. Ooh. Does he know where I am? I think he might. Well, I'm going to keep using this table as a way to keep him from getting me. This is how I fight him, whether he knows where I am or not. Because, fortunately for us, the game engine is what it is, and this thing can't dive across the table to come get me. Oh, no, reload. Don't inspect the corpse of the Red Scorpion Stalker. Okay, he's dead. And I'll loot a couple things off of him. Okay, so yeah, we got some more junk in here, another microscope there. Coming around here, here's another microscope, a chemistry workstation. Let me scrap some crap that I just picked up. Okay, and if we come over here, we have the cell that the Deathclaw was being held in. It's a pile of corpses over here that it used to eat. Some brain fungus growing on the walls over there. I guess you should add that to the plants, brain fungus. Okay, heading out here, we have this Enclave, who has a Enclave member who has a note on them. Scout letter. I won't be returning. I've already arranged things with Williams. He should have already reported to the Colonel that I had an accident on our last run. These people treat us like crap, and for what? We risk everything to bring back these grotesque creatures for them to poke and prod. How many have we lost already? I can't lose you too. I know this world isn't entirely the hellscape we make it out to be. If you change your mind, you know where I'll be. Wes. Okay. Well, given that Wes is a man's name and that was found on a woman's body, I'm assuming that Wes left and left without her. So, let's see. Anything else here that we need to look at? Not particularly. These vines were brought back from the mire. There is a note about them. We'll go find it. The ends of these vines are really creepy looking. Anyway, let's head back over this way. Is this a... Yep, chicken habitat. So there's still one of them alive in there. Okay, let's head upstairs. That's right, you have to have the ID card. You get it during the quest. So if you did the quest, you got the ID card. We got some of the plants growing in here. Blight. Some cranberries up there. Okay. Also, I don't know what these case files are, but they're all over the place here. I really kind of wish these things had a use. Right now they're basically just folders, and that they have no use, and they're just kind of junk that hangs around. Okay, coming over here, cell block C console. Subject C01. Subject appears to be the product of very precise genetic manipulation. Maybe one of our own. We'll have to check with Wiggins to see if she can find any more information. Use extreme caution when attempting to examine. Power armor usage is highly recommended. That's the Deathclaw. Subject CO2. North American opossum. Pretty similar to the ones that used to live in our backyard, except for the 3-head thing. That's kind of weird. They still seem to be garbage connoisseurs, though. Subject CO3. Germinated seed pods from Tanagra Town. These vine-like organisms grow remarkably fast and were able to lift the entire town into the sky. Upon examination, our researchers noted a sense of euphoria and claimed to hear incomprehensible voices. Extreme measures will need to be taken to cull this organism to prevent it from spreading throughout the facility. Interesting. Subject CO4. Some chickens. They appear to be less mutated than other creatures we've come across. Looking at them is making me hungry. Maybe I'll spare this one from the incinerator. Pretty sure I saw some garlic and paprika in the supply room somewhere. I can't do another night of that pink crap again. We'll see that pink crap here in just a minute. Urgent, please read. Stay the hell out of cell block C. We were examining BO2 when subject CO1's doors suddenly opened. Evans and the scouts managed to get it back into its cell, but not before it killed them all. We're all gathering into the cafeteria. Something isn't right down here. Something was definitely not right down here. And that something was SODUS. Let's see. That's an interesting image. That's from the White Spring. Looks like some folks playing golf with a Mr. Handy Caddy. But they're wearing suits like it's the 19th century. That's just a little bizarre. Anyway, we got an ammo box here. I guess you could use that gunpowder. Okay. And was there anything else we needed to see down here? Not really. I think we actually already talked about this stuff anyway. Okay, let's head back up this way. More plants over here, if I didn't point that out before. We got some mirelurk eggs, some brain fungus. Okay, let's head up this way. Okay, so we got some more storage here along the sides. Broken door there with some weird blue light coming through. Another broken door there, which looks like it's got a half of an Enclave member sticking out of it. And here's the cafeteria. Strange little place because it has the storage right here in the middle of the room too, and you can see the pink stuff that they were eating. I'm pretty sure this is the same stuff you can find in Fallout 4 at that school where they were attempting it to serve it to the kids through some sort of nutritional program. Stuff looks disgusting, and the fact that it's not completely rotten away after however many years it's been is not a good sign. Anyway, we can come back over here, and we can open this, and inside we got a dead Enclave member, some equipment on the wall, more of this pink paste, but along with that some surgical trays, a bunch of them if you need the aluminum from it. Fusion core right there. Okay. Anything on these two? No. Now we get to face the Scorched humans, that is, because again we have faced all Scorched enemies up to this point. Alright, well that cleared the rest of this little area here. I'm not sure exactly what this was. Seems to be some sort of like recreational area, maybe combined with a cafeteria. Because there was that little cafeteria back there, but along with that there are some kitchens up in this area too, so it's quite probable that they had like a larger cafeteria out here, and maybe that smaller one was for the scouts. Anyway, we come into the kitchen here, find quite a bit of junk lying around. Come through here. And we've got a little area with some games, at least that's what it looks like to me. We can drop down through here. And we got a little area where they could sit and eat. Over through here we've got yet another kitchen. So it doesn't seem like they only had the pink stuff, but maybe only the scouts had the pink stuff? I don't know, because this area does seem to have been for the scientists. Anyway though, we'll go through here. And through here. Now we're going to face some more Scorched coming up. Laundry room here. I don't know why, but I get Dead Space 2 vibes out of this area. Okay. Plenty of Scorched in this area too. Not as many as there were in the outer area, but still enough. Okay, so I cleared these rooms of the Scorched so that we can investigate them fully. We'll head back out this way just a little bit. Okay, there's the laundry area. Now if you come in here, we can see that this was yet another one of the little recreation rooms, because they got a pool table in here, a little pinball machine, a jukebox. Over in here, we got a bedroom. And we got 2 bunk beds and just a normal bed, so a lot of people living in here. Kind of like a barracks sort of a situation, even if it looks more like a residential block. Going through here, let's shatter that guy. And we've got some more Enclave corpses in here, more beds, and we've got a note here. My fault. This is all my fault. I managed to get a hold of some of the code those bootlickers at the White Spring were using to integrate Modus. I thought I could upgrade SODUS with it. She was just so useless before. What's the point of having an AI run the facility if it takes hours to do simple tasks? God, I'm so sorry. So yeah, this entire place was destroyed by SODUS. I feel like we may have missed a note or two along the way here. Some military ammo bags here. That's a ballistic fiber in there. So always good to pick that stuff up. But I'll look around to see if I missed any notes along the way here. But let's look at the rest of this stuff first that we're near as it is. Another bathroom right here. Okay. And there's a hole in the floor here that goes down into the next bathroom down. But you can't go through it. Bunch of towels there. Probably clean at one point, now all clearly dirty. Another bunk bedroom in here. Sounds like there's another Enclave, not Enclave, well yeah it is Enclave member, but Scorched member downstairs. Let's see. Another bedroom in here. Okay. So, let's head out this way. And we can follow this to go downstairs to where I can hear that Scorched sloshing around in the flooded basement. Alright, I took care of that guy, so let's take a look around. You can see that this entire area is quite flooded. We got a bedroom here. Surprisingly fewer beds in here. Not sure why that would be the case, but we just have a couple dressers, a couple lockers, and a couple beds. Bedroom here, or no, sorry, not bedroom, bathroom here. Coming back through here, another bedroom here. Just one bed. We can assume that this was maybe the officer that ran the place, and we got a note right here. Glue sniffers. As soon as I find out which one of those glue sniffers is responsible for this, I'll have them drawn and quartered. Jones says that we've lost 85% of our potable water with that glitch of theirs. It's bad enough we've been eating recycled food for the past 6 years, but if I can't have my hot showers, there's going to be hell to pay. So maybe we can take from that note that those multiple kitchens up there and stuff operated when this place was just starting to operate. And then after years, they ran out of food and they had to use recycled food, which I can assume that pink stuff was coming from the sewage. Ugh. Gross. Okay, we got a safe right here. Bathroom. It looks like the sink is leaking there. Okay. Let's come through here. Was it actually... Did we investigate this room over here? I don't think so. Okay. So, again, just a single... No, 2 beds in here. And their bathroom. Okay. And did we investigate this one? I think... Yes, we did. Okay. Strange art right there. Looks almost like Moonshot or something like that, you know? Where it's like they've got the whole arcs going up to the planet. But anyway. Okay. Coming around here. Alright. I'm gonna probably have to pull y'all out for just a minute while I go kill a bunch of Scorched. Okay. Enclave seal there. A couple of dead Scorched that I just killed. Coming around this desk, we got a good amount of junk here. Let's see, anything else in terms of notes here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, and there are definitely more enemies in here, but I want you to see them because one of them is really cool looking. The Scorched Chief right there. That is a Scorched using power armor. So we can assume that he was infected, put on the armor, and died. Or whatever it is you want to call the full Scorched infection. But, yep, dead. Another dead one, and... There we go. Okay, there's definitely more to see in here, though. One of the more interesting things, right here on this desk, on this console, there's a wedding ring. Not entirely sure why, but I found it before I wanted to point it out. We come over here, some desks. Coming up here, we got another desk here. More desks, and like a little refreshment area. Okay, some toys. I'm guessing office toys right there. Maybe their kid gave them some stuff to take with them. And we have a note here, lost data. It's all gone. 15 years of data lost. I was able to recover fragments from our data buffers. The log showed SODUS detected an unknown pathogen from above. She recalled the scouts and then completely wiped our systems. After that, she disabled all the air filtration systems and started pumping in air straight from the surface. I have to stop her before she kills us all. So that right there is what happened to the people here. Again, somebody infected Modus with some sort of code that did not agree with her. She ended up pumping the Scorched virus down here and killing everybody. Let's take a look at this terminal. Transmission console. Control station Enclave. Error, transmission controls disabled by mainframe. I think it's going to say the same thing for all these. Yep. Okay. Again, that's part of the whole quest that sends you here. Alright. Coming through here. Got another little office here. And then along with that, there's this console right here. Administration console. This is how you get your handprint registered in the system. Okay. Coming through here. Got this little workshop almost sort of thing here. Maybe a repair room. Anyway. Coming up here, a weapons workbench. Through this door. And that does hold open. We're back in the lobby. But again, we're not done here just yet because we have to go through this other door over here. And there is an enemy on the other side of this, so I'm back to crouching. This is, of course, the room where... Well, I don't want to spoil it. Big, if you haven't seen it already, big Brotherhood of Steel confrontation takes place in here. Along with that, there is this thing. Enclave Sentry bot. And that thing is effectively a remnant from the quest. That is what SODUS uploads herself into when you come in here. Alright, explode. Come on. I can wait. There we go. Always looking to trick people. I wish this thing would make a noise like, hey, I'm about to explode, like the Protectrons do when you shoot off their arms. But no, no such luck. Okay, Cryolator. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay. This is, of course, the pod that it was in. We just saw that. Now, this console, despite having completed the quest, is completely undamaged. I don't know exactly how to explain that. Anyway, though, coming back through here, we got this room where in the quest we insert the whole ultrasight power cell. Some more stuff in here. That was the location steamer trunk. Anyway, there's another interesting little spot right over here, and that is that you had somebody here who was who's big on the sheep squatch, because you can see that they got this this note here about sheer terror and the man sheep sighted again. Interesting though, it also talks about the Bromwell mega mansions, marrying a robot. Anyway, along with that, there is a mysterious quill, which is something that does belong to the sheep squatch. What do we got here? A picture of a sheep squatch. So, anyway, I just thought that was interesting. I wanted to point that out as well. Let me take a look at my notes real quick and see if there's anything that I've missed that I need to show you. No, I think that'll actually do it. So I'm going to show you the entire list of all of the loot that I found here. Okay, well, this has been the Irresolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.